On October 6th, the United States Department of Defense, previously known as the Department of War, quietly added Pakistan to the list of buyers for the Raytheon AIM-120C8 and AIM-120D3, advanced medium-range air-to-air missiles. This development has sparked significant discussion in the Indian media, with many questionings why the US is supplying its latest beyond visual range missiles to Pakistan. There are growing concerns in India regarding this decision. Analysts are now examining what differences exist between the new AIM-120C8 and AIM-120D3 variants being supplied to Pakistan and the older AIM-120 versions already in Pakistan's inventory. Additionally, there is considerable debate about India's concerns over how these advanced missiles could impact the regional air combat balance. Pakistan's inclusion came through a $41.68 million adjustment to a previously awarded contract now worth $2.51 billion for AIM-120C8 and D3 to recent NATO and non-NATO customers of the missile. It is not known how many units of the new AMRAAM the Pakistan Air Force could be getting, if at all. However, this announcement might indicate the start of the PAF's efforts to upgrade its 18 F-16 Block 52, which it ordered in 2006 to 2007 under the Peace Drive program. Under the deal, the PAF acquired 500 AIM-120C5 AMRAAM air-to-air missiles, which it utilized operationally in 2019 by shooting down an Indian Air Force MiG-21. According to reports, Pakistan also received the AIM-120C7 variant from the United States around 2015. Currently, the Pakistan Air Force's inventory includes two variants of the AIM-120 missile that can be launched from the F-16, the AIM-120C5 and the AIM-120C7. Let's first understand the range and specifications of the C5 and C7 variants. The AIM-120C5 was introduced in 1998. It features an active radar homing seeker and is an upgraded version of the C4. Its range is commonly quoted at up to 105 kilometers. The missile uses a one-way mid-course data link for updates. It is difficult for older jamming systems to defeat. The AIM-120C5 has a clipped wing design for internal bay compatibility, high accuracy, and reaches speeds of up to Mach 4. Now let's talk about the AIM-120C7, which was inducted around 2004. It features a new, upgraded radar seeker with better range, faster processing, and improved electronic counter-countermeasures. Its effective range is typically quoted at 120 to 130 kilometers. The C7 uses an improved two-way data link, allowing the missile to receive mid-course corrections and updates during flight. It has much better resistance to modern jammers and decoys compared with earlier variants. Like the C5, it retains the clipped wing design for internal weapons bay compatibility. But the C7 benefits from optimized control software for smoother terminal guidance. Overall accuracy is higher, thanks to improved GPS-aided navigation and refined terminal guidance logic. And the two missiles, the AIM-120C5 and AIM-120C7, are already in Pakistan's inventory. Now let's talk about the AIM-120C8 and AIM-120D3, which are currently being delivered to Pakistan. These variants are not only for Pakistan, they are intended for any country that operates US fourth-generation fighter aircraft, including F-16 and F-15. However, Egypt is not on that list. Talking about the AIM-120C-8, it is the export version of the AIM-120D-3. The AIM-120C-8 was first successfully test-fired in September 2023. It's a very new model developed as part of the Form, Fit, Function Refresh program to replace obsolete hardware. Its range is claimed to be up to about 160 kilometers, and it has a very good guidance system. As for the AIM-120D3, it was first test-fired in 2022 and entered full induction in 2024. It includes upgrades to both hardware and software. The F3R hardware refresh plus updated software under the System Improvement Program, which enhances guidance, processing, and resistance to countermeasures. Its range is claimed to be up to about 180 kilometers. The D3 also offers better resistance to jamming, more accurate inertial GPS guidance, improved data link connectivity, and enhanced performance in electronic or GPS-denied environments. Friends, I've put the specifications of these 4 US missiles in front of you. I'm surprised there's so much concern in India about this because Pakistan already has the Chinese PL-15B VR missile, which can be launched from Pakistan's J-10C and JF-17 Thunder Block 3. The PL-15's range is reported to be around 200 to 300 kilometers, and it has already been used against an Indian Rafale reportedly striking from a range of 188 kilometers. In that context, the US accelerated development of the AIM-260. Before the PL-15 was battle-tested, the AIM-260 program was moving more slowly, but development has now been stepped up. The AIM-260's range is quoted at about 260 kilometers, and it is still in the developmental phase. As for deliveries of the newer AIM-120C8 and D3 variants, they are expected to begin around 2030, and roughly 30 countries worldwide are likely to receive them. If a non-NATO country were to enter a wartime situation, deliveries could be expedited and the missiles might be supplied earlier. Let me share another important piece of information regarding Pakistan's F-16. There have been several rumors suggesting that Pakistan might either purchase F-16 Block 70 aircraft from the United States or upgrade its existing F-16 Block 52 fleet. However, in my personal opinion, Pakistan is unlikely to take that step, and there are several reasons for it. The biggest one being China. Today, the majority of Pakistan's major defense imports come from China. The last major weapon system Pakistan purchased from the United States was indeed the F-16, which was ordered around 1995, with deliveries completed by 2010. Since then, Pakistan has shifted most of its defense focus and procurement toward China. In fact, China is not only Pakistan's main defense supplier in Asia, but also one of its most strategic partners globally. This partnership was clearly visible during the recent India-Pakistan conflict, when Pakistan had full access to Chinese satellite support. Furthermore, China publicly showcased the export version of its PL-15 missile with a range of 145 kilometers, while Pakistan reportedly received the original version with greater range and capability. Considering all these factors, I do not believe Pakistan will enter into any major new defense deal with the United States. The F-16 is a fighter jet originally developed in the 1980s, and Pakistan is unlikely to invest further in such an aging platform when its defense strategy is now heavily aligned with modern Chinese technology and joint development programs. That's all for today's update. Please subscribe and like this video.